here. On today's video, I'm going to go over what is very important if you're a first-time home buyer or even if you bought a house before. What is the most important thing that you should do when you're starting your home loan process? Meaning you want to buy a house, your first steps that you need to take, you are unsure. I'm going to go over really quick on what you need to do and really go over some of the things that people encourage you to do and why they could be harmful to you. So if you're new here, I would ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much if you have already subscribed. Also, if you could hit the like button, and you'll notice there's a little bell, and that's going to notify you anytime that I have some new videos uploaded. So again, today's video, I'm going to go over the number one thing that you need to do when you're buying a home, and some of the things that you don't want to do that could be harmful to your home buying process. So I hope you enjoy this video. Angel Medina, your lifelong mortgage advisor. Thank you. Okay, so on today's video, I want to go over what is the first thing I would say if you're trying to buy a house that you can think of. Who's the first person that you should go to? Well, a lot of times you think about buying a house and the first thing you want to do is speak to a realtor. Say that is absolutely wrong. I've talked to people about this, and even realtors have told me this, and here's why. When you go to a realtor and you talk to them, of course they're going to be happy that you reached out to them. They're going to be ecstatic, say, yeah, I can help you. But in the back of their mind, eventually they're thinking, they're going to ask you, well, do you know how much you qualify for? Have you gotten pre-approved? Or however they ask you, or let me set you up with my lender. That's going to be the next step. What the reality is that should be your first step. You want to think lender. So unless you're paying all cash, you're going to buy the home all cash. So I would say the number one thing that you need to focus on if you are buying is to speak to a lender first. That is the smartest thing to do. So if you go in blindfolded, you're going to speak to a realtor, just know in the back of their mind, they're thinking, I'm going to set them up with my lender, or I hope they're already approved. One of the biggest things that realtors tell me is when somebody wants to buy, the first thing they're thinking about is, I hope they're approved, or, I got to get this person approved. And one of the things that they do say to me as well is they love it when someone comes to them and they don't really want to have to go out of their way. They will, and it makes their lender feel good, but they don't want to have to go out of their way to have you get approved, find out how much you qualify for, then hope that you're okay with the payment. First, we'll find out exactly, based upon my unique situation, how much I qualify for, what are the payments, exactly how much I have to put down. And then when all that is said and done, then you do your research. Then I'll do my research on finding the right realtor. So the very first thing, if you're first-time home buyer, or you bought in the past and you're thinking about buying now, and you're going online, you're putting in your name, your email address, just know that you're doing things backwards. You don't want to put the cart before the horse. And I don't normally say that, but it's so important. You can ask anyone, what is the first thing you do when you think about buying? Contact a realtor. That's wrong. You want to find out how much you qualify. You can either find online, or you have someone but look at their testimonials. And then it goes into, that's a whole new video. But the first step I would say is speak to a lender, speak to a professional. And if you need my help, and you are looking to buy and you're already working with another lender, whether you are or you just have a simple question. My goal is never to steer you to do anything. It's really to do what you want, which is when you speak to me, you just want me to answer your questions. You want me to give you advice. That way, when you're ready to do something, you know what your options are and you're not assuming. So again, I hope this video helps. I'm going to be making a series of videos from some of the things I've heard from different buyers. What are some of your concerns? What are the things that you go through that bother you? What are some of the things that you want to know more about? And this is one of them. A lot of times they go, in their past, they went to a realtor and they relied on that realtor for everything. But the realtor doesn't do that part. They're gonna, if you do that, they're gonna put you back on the right track. So why not be on the right track from the very beginning and get approved first, and then you go to a realtor and they're gonna say, oh, have you gotten approved already? You could say, yes, matter of fact, I have. Really? Oh, awesome. Okay, great. Let's start showing you some houses. Let's go. And then that's when you wanna go. So I hope this video does bring a value to you. If you're new here, I would ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you notice there's a little bell, go ahead and hit the bell. The bell actually will notify you anytime I have new uploads. My goal is always to really speak to you to where if you are buying or selling or refinancing, or you have questions about your credit, a lot of the things I go over in these videos are the same things I go over with my clients. And for me, I always want to educate, because the more they know, they're going to not be deceptive to anything they hear on TV, all the false ads, or to lenders who may call them and tell them what they want to hear. They're going to know more they should know, and that way they can be more empowered to make the right decisions. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new here, I would ask you please consider subscribing. Angel Medina, your lifelong mortgage advisor. Thank you.